Good morning, folks. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Life in the Gap. Today we're going to be continuing with the renovation of the kitchen and bathroom, mostly focusing on the bathroom in this episode, but we'll be starting off in the kitchen. We got to take down the cabinets and we're going to remove the wall between the kitchen and bathroom. So let's get started with that. I built these cabinets for Mom and Dad back in the late 90s or early 2000s, and Mom and Dad, they have both passed on now, but my sister has acquired a 36-inch fridge to replace the 30-inch that has always been there. So I'm going to have to knock out this wall and borrow a little bit of that bathroom in order to make the 36-inch fridge fit. Also going to have to reconfigure the cabinets somewhat. I'm going to build in a pantry to the extreme left side. The new fridge will go just to the right of that, and then there'll be another cabinet, and then the stove will occupy the current area of the refrigerator. The bathroom had an old cast iron tub in it, and those things are pretty heavy. Since nobody wanted it, I decided just to go ahead and beat it up with a sledgehammer, move the thing on out of there, and we had a visitor.
You don't want a bathtub day. Still too late now. Thought that thing would break easier than that.
Hey. Looking at the favorite size out.
I ain't got a blade sharp enough.
Okay. That's some tough stuff.
Old Bob's pretty good with that vacuum cleaner. As I stood there watching him, I realized just what a bad shape that bathroom floor was in. It had old particle board beneath where the tub sat, and as you can see there, that particle board was pretty much sawdust.
So I'm going to cut this 3-inch pipe and cap it off so I can fix that floor up there.
This room had the old pine tongue and groove flooring in it, and you see there it's on 2-foot centers where there was all the holes cut out for the plumbing. Some of them were sort of just hanging by a thread. I went ahead and cut the whole floor out and replaced it with Advantech.
This is the new bathroom floor and the part that borrowed off of the kitchen.
So here's the Advantech again from the upper view. We're not stealing a whole lot of room off of this bathroom for the kitchen, basically just the width of the tub. Since we're not going to be using that light in the ceiling there anymore and the old vent didn't work, I decided to go ahead and remove all that stuff. I'll eventually here also go ahead and get rid of that Siltex. This bathroom wall was inset 2x4's width from what the kitchen wall was, so that's what I'm doing here right now, is building that wall out to make them meet up. Got to get up in the attic now and play electrician and plumber. Got to move a few wires around, and there's an old vent stack there that wasn't actually hooked up to anything, so I'm going to cut that out. There is a vent stack for this bathroom, but it's a 3-inch pipe. It's not that 1.5 inch that you saw there a second ago. Since I'm moving the stove over to where the refrigerator used to be, I also had to move the stove plug-in over, which meant moving the wire, which just so happened to be enclosed in the basement ceiling. So I had to cut little access holes in order to be able to pull that. And luckily, stretching out across through there, I ended up with just enough wire to reach the new position. I'll change hats again here now and try to become a drywaller. I've done this a few thousand times in my lifetime. Never claimed to be good at it, but it usually turns out good enough. So the bathroom is turning into a powder room, and a rather small one at that. It's basically going to be about a 6x3, give or take a few inches. I'm turning 2x4 sideways on these walls to try to thicken up the walls a little bit. They were only about the width of a 2x4 actually, turned sideways. So we're trying to make them at least 3-inch. They do have a couple sheets of paneling in between there, so it'll end up being about the width of a 2x4, 3.5 inches time I'm through with it. I found a roll of unused insulation in the attic. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff this in the wall between the bathroom and the kitchen, sort of as a sound deadener. Hey, I ain't done yet. Turn the lights back on. Well, maybe check back in the next video and we'll try to get this bathroom wrapped up and continue on with the kitchen a little bit. Thanks for watching.